Hey, what's up guys, Benny here, and welcome to my very first episode of Spectating Pros in Warzone. And we're going to be taking a look at one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time, not just during Warzone, but he has been at the top of the competitive scene since the very beginning, and that is 100 Thieves Tommey. He's racked up over $140,000 in prize earnings already, and is just one of the greatest all-round players. His links will be down in the description if you want to go ahead and check him out. I've known him since Call of Duty Ghosts, and he's a really sound guy as well. So definitely go check out his stream. But we're going to be breaking down his gameplay so you can learn exactly what you need to do in order to get high kill gameplays yourself. Because this game that we're watching, him and his teammate Almond managed to go ahead and drop like 87 kills in a duo quads world. It's pretty much a duo quads world record, and he's running the MAC 10 in this along with the AMAX. The AMAX, if you didn't know, is still at the very top of the meta. He's running the agency suppressor on there with the task force barrel, the target designator with the Raider stock, and then also the 53 round mag, I believe. But one of the greatest things with Tommey is his ability to deal with like these situations under pressure. Like even if he's outnumbered like 4v1, like straight there, that bunny hop, that if we just kind of go back and take a look at this again, because I want to kind of break down the engagement so you can see exactly what you should be doing when you're in these situations. Because in duo quads, especially in a tournament environment, you're under a lot of pressure. You cannot take risks and you can't take as many risks, because if you go down and go to the gulag, you don't only fall behind the pace of the game, but there's also a risk you could get knocked out and make it a lot easier for the opponents. But straight away, whenever he enters a room, he kind of pauses to check the spot. Right there, here's the guy coming along the corridor, and is able to just do that bunny hop. One of the biggest things I'd recommend if you can is learn to be able to execute those movements perfectly, because things like a bunny hop, slide cancelling are all going to help improve your gameplay and movement in the game. Straight away, heartbeat sensor. As soon as he comes around those corners, he's coming out of sprint, so he's not kind of getting caught by another player pre-aiming. And his situational awareness is insane. Like the amount of times during this gameplay, which I think he racks up over 46 kills in a tournament in Huskers How, which is like a $20,000 tournament. Now this isn't just like him warming up. This is in the match. He is up against Exact and Doug is Raw. And that's something else. Every single gunfight that Tommey's in, he's always doing some kind of movement mechanic that makes him a lot more difficult to be hit. He's either throwing in a jump shot, he's either kind of fading away, he's either bunny hopping, holding the high ground here, able to use that AMAX, perfect control, just to be able to land those shots. Doesn't get it, but uses that nade. Because like that's one of the big things. I've always been running C4, but I've seen like Tommey prefers to go for the Semtex, has to always shoot there, is aware, sees the guy in the corner there. Very, very small movements. And did you see, just like, it's a very small fraction, but it's something that's really worth taking into account. So he goes here. This is a bit of a risk. So he's jumped off the roof, doesn't pull his shoot. He's going to get taken. He's like, to be honest, he's doing a pancake. But the shoot pull's risky because he remembers he saw two people there, but sees the guy at the corner of the eye, fades to the right, is then able to jump shot challenge with a bunny hop. That's the biggest difference. So many people that would have sat there pre-aiming, done it slow. If you're the person engaging, you get Peeker's advantage, and you've also got to see the situation. Oh my God, such a great pre-aim there. Using tracker, constantly bunny hopping, sliding, like slide cancelling away, moving to cover, bunny hop again. That is almost a carbon copy of what we just saw 20 seconds ago, and he's done the exact same thing twice in the same match and has allowed him to rack up 14 kills. And it's one of the reasons he's one of the best players in the world. He's so consistent in the way that he engages gunfights. You could probably watch 2 or 3 scenarios of him in that area and it'll play out the exact same way. Another thing you'll see a lot of pro players do in these tournaments to be able to rack the kills up, it's all about how you use your vehicles to fully rotate, okay? Rotation is a key part of being able to get like 30, 40 kill games. If you're not doing it properly, straight away there. I think that's one of like the trademarks of Tommey. I don't necessarily see it as much with like FIFA Kill or Jukies, but it's the small slide cancel he does every single gunfight. He kind of like seems to just kind of drop and go to the right and then cut straight in. Simple pre-aim, guy's running straight into him. Nice and easy kill for him there. Playing the edge of the circle as well. With the first circle closing, you're going to get a lot of traffic coming towards you, which is why it's just kind of operating around this area. And that's something that is always worth taking note of as well. It's quite surprising called in a UAV, because a UAV normally in a 2v2 is going to give your competition an advantage as well. But he's got Exact right next to him, so I guess he's not too worried about that. And he knows he can move around the map quite quickly. And Almond's disconnected. So they're kind of like a nice little 2-2 split. So let's go on the roof, using that Mag-10, take him off. And that's one of the great things with this build in particular, actually. It's like, because a lot of people are now running either the suppressor or the instead the agency. Oh my god, right, straight away there. Straight away, sees the guy with a gun. Let's just go back and watch this gunfight, because this is actually a really good little close quarters fight, which is heavily outnumbered in. So straight away, following the tracker, sees the person, nice little slide into the room, takes a 2, gets the reload off, slides in. Right, because you get a camera advantage on that, sees the gun out of that guy to pick up the third, and then switches weapons. Then he actually knows that they've got a fourth player and gets his high alert popping off. So he slow plays it, goes back, gets a reload off, takes his time, slides out. And that's what Tommey does every single gunfight. Like, you cannot tell me. Let me know if you do it in the comments below. Every single gunfight, do you like drop that slide canceling? Because I think it's kind of like taking advantage of the game's cameras, right? So when you're slide canceling, it's kind of bouncing off the game server, so you're harder to track, and also you can kind of take advantage of latency and ping, because as we can see, he's on 23 ping, which is pretty damn solid. Straight away, what I was saying as well about the Mag-10 is he's got all the effective damage range increases on there. So he's got the target designator, the agency suppressor, as well as the task force barrel, which makes this actually very, very good at mid-range as well, which is why he's able to take people down off roofs and stuff with the Mag-10 pretty quickly. That fight, sees the person, wants to get straight away to puts that fire and pre-fires. That's one of the areas I've not seen. He's in a really bad spot here, actually. It's one of the reasons he goes down. But I like what he's doing to have a chance of surviving here. So he throws the Semtex. Guy's a mad person. He's pre-firing that whole time, but he's slid under his pre-aim, which is just a bit unlucky. Gets sent to the gulag. But that's all good. That's going to happen in these tournaments. He's already racked up 25 kills. Comfortable lead in this particular matchup. QBZ. Tommey's going to run and push this. There's so many different ways to play this gulag. It's probably the hardest gulag that we've had since Warzone first came out, but it's pretty cool to watch and see. Lands back in, and because he's regaining, he decides to land with his teammate. His teammate Armand's still got a load of cash, so they're going to be able to gear up, and just, you know, picks up a kill with the Magnum. Not the gun that you really want, but able to get that first kill. Sees this guy flying in the sky as well, just like pings him up for his teammate. He's not really going to be able to do anything here. Grab the enemy guns. XM4 and a kilo, I believe, which isn't a bad combo. All right, the XM4 is actually one of my favorite guns for close range engagements right now. Nice and pick up. This is always a tough thing as well. Exact and Doug are pretty much out of this now. There's 53 people left up, and Almond and Tommey have racked up like, what, 40 kills? Nearly 50 between the two of them already. So straight away, let's go. He's going for the what loads he out? He's gone for his ghost, and like this is great teamwork there. They've both got a AR and SMG loadout, so Tommy's able to get ghosts from the loadout from a single loadout because Armand's not died. Armand drops him a AMAX. They both use the same builds, and then Tommy's able to get his Mag-10 out. Something I hate in this game right now is the vehicles just moves around. Nice little push. You can't survive a Big Bertha. Doug's Roar is down and out. Exact's going to be under a lot of pressure now to be able to try regain. Straight away. That's just, to be honest, just bad position. Tommey goes down again, but Almond, one of the reasons these two are also such a great duo, Almond just doesn't seem to die. Like I've played against Tommey and Almond, and they did not die. There's so many times that they've got like 1 HP left, and you can see that they're playing on the edge. But Tommy's one of the best in the game with that slide cancel, being able to push in. 29 kills already. Playing it slow now. It doesn't have Specialist, which is now gone from the game, actually. If you didn't see, Specialist and Nakatomi Plaza has been closed as of today. Pushing through the AMAX. Also, if you're struggling to control your... Oh, hold on. Okay, straight away. It's like the one thing I love about Tommey, he's so consistent with the way that he plays. Disengaged from that fight. He's taking a lot of damage. Tries to work a different angle. Pushes in with a Mag-10. Gets a reload. He also, whenever he's approaching the door, narrows the angle so that if he does get pushed, he's got the best chance to get the shot off and before he can get shot himself. Nice, easy kill for him once he's got his plates and that reload on. That sun glare as well is like one of the worst things in the world. Like when you're looking up there, if someone stood right on that corner, you could barely see him. But AMAX shot, able to get the down, uses the Semtexes to flush the person, then pushes the other angle that he's throwing the Semtex. The reason he's done that, person can't go right, also doesn't want to take the splash damage from the Semtex, so he'll kind of force him out. It's one of the reasons a lot of people will use the Semtex. It's not necessarily the damage that you get from the Semtex, it's about flushing opponents into the angles that you want so you can then get an easy pick. Straight away, hugging that corner so he can kind of control the angles. Nice little jump shot. There is almost not a single kill in this entire match where Tommey doesn't either slide cancel into it or jump shot and bunny hop. And normally there's a combination of the two. So 34 kills, 35 left. Like, honestly, Tommey could have got 50 here. They started using the UAVs now as well because Exact's in the process of trying to regain. They pretty much know. So in these tournaments, if they've got one down, that's the time you can use UAVs and stuff like that. Normally, as I said earlier, not worth doing it because you don't want to give the other team information. So straight away, just disengaging. Douglas roars down again, sees the person in front of him. Perfect shooting. I think that's one of the few times he hasn't actually slide cancelled or jump shotted in a fight, but the guy was behind cover. All right, so let's just see what he's doing now. He's going to be rotating. What's he seen? Okay, getting up top.
I have another UE.
He's got another UAV, so he's able to pop there. Sees the guy up top to the left as well. Switches to the AMAX as he gets to the corner, as you should. Able to pick up that kill nice and easily. Then, like, he pauses because I think it's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of players make is they constantly try and push, and forget that if you've downed someone or you've finished someone off, you're going to trigger a reaction from his teammates. And if you're going to get pushed by them, it's going to be pretty quick after you get that kill or that down. So it's almost worth just waiting and holding so that they rush and push you. And Armand and Tommey do that perfectly throughout this gameplay also the way that they bait and trade kills is it's one of the reasons they're the best duos in the world, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting into the final squads now. Six enemy teams left, 17 more players for them to get. Tommy's on 38 kills right now, and Exact and Doug are out. They've already won this, but at this stage, like Tommey and Armin both want to get like a huge kill game. Downs one player on the roof, gets the other. He's not going to challenge that because he's not got the angle. But if you look at the minimap right now, this is what was really interesting. That's why it's very important to constantly play with another player to kind of pull off flanks like this. So Tommy's going to be able to pull off generate the attention right now. And Armand's going to be able to pull off that flank. But now Armand's got the bottom and holding that top. He's not going to push up. Tommey is now going to push the rooftops so that they can work it together. There's no point in one flushing going down. You push it together. Tommy's popped the dead silence. Able to push over now. Armand will then push as Tommey engages here. Okay, they've dipped out, but that's what would have happened. Gone out top, Armand would have gone straight up, and they kind of like pinch them together. Really, really good play. Nice easy kill. They've got the cluster out. Cool stuff out like kill streaks. Because remember, sometimes, I don't know about you, but I've had it happen to me so many times where I just get taken out by an airstrike because I haven't had a notification, but my teammates had it. And it's just like, no. So remember, if you get called out, if you have a precision or cluster called out on you and you get the notification, let your teammates know. Never know. Could just save them. Slide cancelling. Holding the angles now. Holding the gas edge because you know it's going to trigger. Now, these players are good. And Tommey identifies that these guys are good players, so he doesn't push and hold. He doesn't push him like he has throughout the game. Sits and holds and calls out for Armand to come and help him out. It's plating now. Doesn't need to rush this gunfight. It's going towards end game. You don't need to play too quickly sometimes. Straight away throws the Semtexes and disengages. Knows that's going to stop him pushing him. He gets out, gets behind some cover, gets those plates on.
You need help on these guys, Ben?
And he's now waiting for Armand to get over. Takes the fight. He's going to hold this rock. This is where you don't need to push. All right, you've got them on the angle. They're going to get forced by the gas in like 10 seconds. Perfect by Tommey. I love how I was just like, you don't need to push. Tommy's just like, I'm pushing. But the reason Tommy's the best player in the world. Triggers that action. Nice little bunny hop to get that second kill. Knows there's only one more. He's going to get that finish off real quick. Nice, and that's the double. Right, we've now got 4 teams left. Twitch behind cover. Gets that bunny hop in. See, did you notice he went behind the cover and then bunny hopped out? Same thing, slide cancel. Honestly, I'm gonna have to start practicing my kind of like those small little side slides. That's gonna really level up my game. It's one of the reasons I actually love watching pro players. You always pick something up that you need to try and add to your game to get better yourself. That's one of the reasons I definitely want to be doing more of this series as well. And if you haven't, please let me know down in the comments who you want me to spectate next, whether it's like Aiden, Jukies, FIFA. Let me know and I'll do them in the next episode.
No idea.
Right.
Maybe this hanger.
Last two. Person drops down. Really nice and easy kill. Mac 10 still shreds.
Should be on top of this hanger.
Right, last guy they know is on the top right now, so they can just sit off and wait. Gas is going to have to force him out. They're going to pick two different angles up. Tommey will stay this, and Armand will now go to the right-hand side to work the angle. There's no point when you're holding a position to be sat on the same thing. Because, like, look at the mini-map. You kind of want to have your coverage as much as possible so someone can't just slide past you. He's checking it, sitting back. Armand's called him out. Guy, that... Always big thing. It's always think what you would do in the situation if you were in their shoes. And he's just going to try dip off the other side because that's his only chance. Run straight into Tommey, and Tommey picks it up. But there we have it, the very first episode of Spectating Pros in Warzone. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. An absolute insane gameplay from Tommey. Big thank you for him letting me break down the gameplay. Go check him out. His links are down in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. 46 and 41 kills for 87 kills as a duo. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for more Call of Duty Warzone. Thanks for watching.